Suzanne Lyons here again. Okay, we made it. You made it all the way through the 5 weeks and all 10 tips. Congratulations. Once again, hope you've had fun doing the exercises. I've certainly had fun bringing you this information. You know, part of my goal was to take the business world that, was something that I did for a long time and bring that in to the entertainment industry, those tools and techniques that are so much taken for granted and so easily provided in the business world and so many industries around the world, to kind of bring that into the entertainment industry, to give it to you as individuals, actors, writers, producers, directors, makeup artists, so that you can see yourself as the president and CEO of your company. That's a joy for me, to be able to bring that to you and make that contribution to you has been really rewarding and a joy, honestly. So I hope that you've been able to really get some benefit from it. One of the other things I do, by the way, just so you know, is I do a Facebook page, a fan page under Suzanne Lyons. It's called Outrageous Strategies for Success, and it's also free tips on coaching and various aspects of topics like we've been working on right now, actually. So feel free to check that out anytime. Once again, it's under Suzanne Lyons, Outrageous Strategies for Success. What I'd like to do today is just briefly go over as a quick review what we've done so far, okay? Basically, where we started back, 5 weeks ago, 5.5 weeks ago now, is tip number 1. We worked on the big picture, which was creating that 25 years out into the future and who you, saw yourself as and who you were, designing and creating and manifesting yourself as 25 years in the future. And the exercise I had you do was the Lifetime Achievement Award, where you got to have the candy store and the big playground, completely able to generate and design life the way you planned it and like the way you saw it. Then we moved back into the 5-year vision, which was tip number 2, which I love. That was a lot of fun. Kind of moving backwards, like I said, where you got to generate for who you needed to be in 5 years, given who you were in 25 years. Then we moved back again into the 1-year goal, which was tip number 3. Where we kind of like the rubber hit the road and you got to be very specific measurable result, that went along with that 1-year goal, which I think was very powerful and made things, I think, hopefully very solid and put you on real solid ground for that one. Then we moved into tip number 4, which is your timeline and your milestones, where you took your 1-year goal and broke it down into kind of chunks, 3 or 4 times throughout the year, so that there would be no mystery in success, so that you would know exactly where you were at any given time and know exactly what needed to be done to fulfill on accomplishing your goal by the end of that 1-year period. Then we moved on to tip number 5, which were the action plans. So then you could then take your milestones and look at what actions needed to be done on a monthly, a weekly, a daily basis, that then you would be able to fulfill on those milestones, that would be able to fulfill on those goals, that would then be able to fulfill on creating your 5-year vision, that would then have you where you want to be throughout your life. So it all was a great strategic plan that I had set up for you here, and you probably noticed as you were moving forward with me. Then tip number 6 was creating your relationships display, so that you would know exactly who you knew and didn't know, for that matter, in the entertainment industry, what was on your display in all the different categories, and then you could also see clearly from that what was missing and who you needed to get to know. Then we moved on to making requests and the importance of using the language of business in this business of the entertainment industry, and we talked about making specific requests of people, and we also talked a little bit about what you can do for people and ending certain conversations with what can I do for you, which I think is very important, important gift as well. Then we worked on tip number 8, which was creating your stats, which was what categories did you need to track in order to get your numbers up. Remember, we talked about the relationship are important and numbers are important in this industry. So what categories did you need to track on a daily, weekly, monthly basis to get those numbers up? So that was a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed working with that. Then we moved right on into tip number 9, which was all about getting a mentor. Once again, that's going to be a whole 10 weeks or 5 weeks in and of itself, 10 tips. But for now, I gave you just enough to at least get you started on that process of getting a mentor. and hopefully that was valuable for you. And then we finally went to tip number 10, which was about being held accountable, having your kind of your feet to the fire in this one, and having somebody hold, whether it be a team, whether it be an individual, a partner, whatever, holding you accountable for what you said you were going to do, to be accomplishing that day, that week, that month, whatever. That was it. So what I'd like to do, because I know you've been working hard at getting all these exercises done, and working on all of these tips and techniques that I've been giving you over this time period. So what I'm going to do on Thursday, and you'll see all the information written below me right here, and that is to do a Q&A, okay? Once again, that's free as well. A Q&A on what's called a USTREAM, kind of a video stream online. And just look below for all the information on how you can access that, the time, and how do you get to know how to get to it. And I think that'll be fun. So get some questions ready, and because you can type them in actually, and I'll be able to see them and answer some of those questions. And hopefully look forward to meeting some of you just from knowing what kinds of questions you're going to be asking. That will really help me tremendously in terms of as we move on to do the next set of series. And then we'll talk at that time about what we'll be working on next in terms of the next 10 tips, which is pretty exciting. And I'm so thrilled to be doing that for you as well. So that's it for now. It's been a joy, like I said, and a privilege and a pleasure to be able to contribute to you in this way. And I look forward to Thursday. I really look forward to doing this. It'll be my first one. Like all of this has been my first. That'll be my first Q&A, doing that USTREAM as a video stream. My gosh, live. Wow, wild. So please, and also in addition to the information below, I'll also put the information everywhere else, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, I'll kind of, on my own site, www.SUZANNELYONS.net. I'll put it in as many places as I can to make it as easy and accessible for you. Once again, thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you all again on Thursday.